Hi, it's good to see you today. Before we dive in, how have things been going for you since our last meeting?
It's been a mix. Some days are okay, but this week the anxiety really kicked up again,
Thanks for being honest about that. When you say the anxiety kicked up, what did that look like for you?
mostly at work. I've been feeling tense, overthinking everything, and worrying I'll mess up.
That sounds exhausting. I'm glad you're here so we can work through some of that together. Would it be all right if we focus today on understanding what's fueling your anxiety and practice a couple of cognitive behavioral theory strategies?
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
Let's start with a specific moment. Can you think of a recent situation where the anxiety felt especially strong?
Yeah, yesterday during our team meeting, as soon as it started, I felt my stomach drop.
Walk me through what was happening right before that feeling hit.
We were going around sharing updates, and I knew my turn was coming. So I just kept thinking I was going to sound stupid.
So the thought was something like, I'm going to sound stupid.
Exactly. Or like everyone's going to judge me.
And when that thought showed up, what emotions came with it?
Anxiety, embarrassment, fear, all of it.
And physically,
My chest tightened, my hands got sweaty, and I felt like I couldn't breathe normally.
thank you for describing that. What you're describing fits the cognitive behavioral theory module really well. A thought, I'm going to sound stupid, triggered anxiety, which led to physical symptoms and avoidance. Does that feel accurate?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Great. Today we'll work on both the thought and the behavior. Let's take that thought, I'm going to sound stupid. On a scale from 0 to 100, how strongly did you believe that in the moment?
Probably like a 95. It felt really true.
Okay, let's explore that thought together. What evidence supports the idea that you would sound stupid?
Well, I get nervous when I talk, and sometimes I stumble over my words, and I feel like people notice.
That makes sense. Now let's look at the other side. What evidence do you have that goes against the idea that you'll sound stupid?
I mean, I've had meetings where I spoke up and it went fine. No one said anything negative.
Right. And has anyone ever told you that you sounded stupid?
No, not really. It's more in my head.
If a friend came to you with the same fear that they'll sound stupid just because they get nervous, what would you tell them?
I tell them they're being too hard on themselves and that everyone gets nervous sometimes.
That's a compassionate response. How does it feel to offer that same compassion to yourself?
Honestly, harder, but I get what you're saying.
Based on everything we've talked about, what might be a more balanced or realistic thought that you could use next time?
Maybe something like I might feel nervous, but that doesn't mean I'll sound stupid.
I like that. How believable does that feel right now from 0 to 100?
Maybe a 60. It feels more realistic than the original thought.
That's a great shift. The goal isn't to force positive thinking, it's to find a thought that's more accurate and less harsh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, let's look at the behavior part. You mentioned that in the meeting, you stayed quiet. Avoiding speaking probably gives you short term relief, but it keeps the anxiety going long term. Does that feel true?
Yeah, I feel better in the moment, but then I beat myself up afterward.
Exactly. So let's think about a small step you could take in your next meeting. What's one manageable action you could try?
Maybe I could share one short comment or update.
That sounds like a great starting point. On a scale from 0 to 100, how confident do you feel about doing that?
Maybe a 45. It still feels scary.
What would help raise that confidence even a little?
If I planned what I want to say ahead of time, like writing down a sentence or two.
That's a great strategy. What else might help?
Maybe practicing it once or twice before the meeting.
Perfect. So your plan is write down one short comment before the meeting, practice it once or twice, share it during the meeting. How does that plan feel?
It feels doable, still uncomfortable, but doable.
That's completely normal. Trying something new often feels uncomfortable at first, but each time you do it, the anxiety usually decreases.
I hope so. I'm willing to try.
That willingness is huge, and we'll check in next time to see how it went. Before we wrap up, let's summarize what we did today. We explored the thought, emotion, behavior cycle, challenged the thought, I'm going to sound stupid, and created a more balanced thought. Then we built a small behavioral plan for your next meeting.
Yeah, that all sounds right.
For this week, I'd like you to practice noticing when the anxious thought shows up and try using your new balanced thought. And after your next meeting, reflect on how it went when you shared your comment.
Okay, I can do that.
How are you feeling as we end today's session?
Honestly, more hopeful. I feel like I have something concrete to try.
I'm really glad to hear that. You did great work today. We'll pick up from here next time.
Hello, my name is Phyllis. Thank you for meeting with me today. Is this your first time using telehealth?
No, I've used it on several different occasions.
Okay, so you're familiar with it.
Yes.
Before we get started, is there anything you'd like to share about your past experiences with telehealth or any questions you'd like to ask me?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Do you like to be called Rebecca?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's nice to meet you, Rebecca.
It's nice to meet you too, Phyllis.
To get started, can you tell me a little bit about your home life?
Sure. I'm married and I'll be celebrating my 12th anniversary next month.
Oh, that's exciting.
My husband and I are empty nesters and we have a dog and a cat.
Nice. So, what brings you in today?
I've been having a hard time dealing with my health. It feels like I have a new diagnosis every month and I'm over it already. No one should have to live like this, and I miss my old self. My husband is only making matters worse. I'm sure he'll leave me one day. I'm such a burden on him and the family. They deserve better than me.
Okay, and tell me more about your health issues.
I have a rare disease called awful for you. Everything hurts all the time. Doctors never seem to know what's wrong with me. It will never get better, and it's too hard to go on this way. I wish that I was normal, just like everyone else.
It sounds like you're saying that you've given up hope. Is that correct?
Yeah, almost. Counseling is my last ditch effort. I'm desperate, and I don't want to live in pain or be depressed either. I'll be honest with you, I really don't think that counseling is going to work for me, but here I am. I don't think there's anything that can help me.
Well, I'm glad you're here and giving this a shot. It really says a lot about you that you're working so hard to improve your quality of life.
Yeah, that's it. You get it. My quality of life needs to improve.
What are some of the things that you used to do that you can't do anymore?
I used to take long walks, but now I get winded. I used to go hiking. I used to enjoy swimming and singing and dancing, just being more active.
I see. Can you tell me about a time that you went hiking recently? What did that entail?
My husband and I took the dog to Whimsical Trail. We walked about 1 mile before I got tired. I felt so weak that I didn't know if I could walk back, but I pushed through. I didn't want to con- I didn't want to inconvenience my husband any more than I already had been cutting the walk short. For the rest of the evening, I was in pain and extremely tired.
I'm sorry to hear that. Are there times that you were active recently when you didn't end up exhausted or in pain?
Well, yeah, but I can't risk it.
Okay. Have you tried modifying your activities?
No, not really.
Okay, so let's unpack this. What would that look like if you did?
I could maybe walk slower. I could ask my doctors for ideas on how to modify my activities.
That's a great idea. Asking your doctor and also maybe walking at a slower pace. I was thinking it would be great if we could have your husband come to sessions with you. How do you feel about that?
Well, he's always says things like, when you're hurting, I'm hurting, or we're in this together, but we're not in this together. I'm the only one in constant pain all the time. And then he has the nerve to complain that he's stressed out because I'm in a flare.
Do you think it's possible that he feels this way?
Well, yeah, I guess he could.
Okay. What is the evidence against it?
I don't really know.
Okay. Is there any evidence for it?
Well, he says his blood pressure rises. He has gotten a few headaches whenever I was stressing out. It's like I'm already stressed, and now here you go with more to add to my plate.
Okay. I just want to share with you that headaches are a symptom of high blood pressure.
Well, I guess he could be worried about me.
Okay. Well, we covered a lot today. I would like to see you next week and we can talk more in depth about your health and your husband and a few of the other issues that you revealed to me today.
And how I'm a zebra.
Well, you are not your disease. Your disease is affecting your life and the lives of those around you, but you're not your disease. We'll talk more about it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. I would like you to perform an exercise for me between today and our session next week. When you see your husband, ask him for the ways that you add value to his life. And let's just see what he says.
Okay, that sounds good. I never thought of that.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming, and I'll see you the same time next week.
Okay, see you next week.